So, welcome back to this evening meditation session. So, we are all gathering at this time to practice meditation. We all have got the same motivation and intention to learn and to get progress and to understand the practice. So that's why the Pali word sati sometimes translated as memory, but famously translated as mindfulness. We need to have a clear understanding about it. Mindfulness as a memory, and that means ability to be mindful of our own existence, ability to be mindful of the past, present, and the future. We are not lost and we have no delusion. And whatever is happening, whatever is taking place at this time, both mentally and physically, become conscious about it. So having an alert and a conscious awareness of things that is taking place is a mindfulness too. And obviously, at the beginning, in the practice of a meditation, we are dealing with different concepts, like paying attention to the breath or the abdomen, paying attention to the body, feeling, mental state, and we conceptualize it that this and that is taking place. Mentally, verbalization is taking place in each incident. It's called mentally making a note of it. So, in our practice, what we are doing is making a mental note of everything that is taking place, everything that's happening. Breathing in and breathing out, mentally making a note of it. As the Buddha said, pajanati, or just know that I am breathing in and breathing out. Or rising, falling, making a mental note that it is rising and it is falling. So this is a conceptualizing it, just to keep our mind focused. And gradually, as we learn to make a mental note of it, we will be able to see beyond that concept, beyond that noticing. It's like a signpost to the center. We see the center by the signpost, although we may not have come to the center, but having seen the signpost, we feel that there is a center. So mindfulness, or sati, basically helping us to grow, helping us to realize the true nature of things. And even when we are sitting here, That's why we always need to make a mental note that sitting body, perceiving that this is sitting, and making a mental note of our perception towards the breath or the abdomen as it taking place. If it's long, just verbalizing mentally concept of breathing in long, breathing out short, arising and falling, and so and so. But we are not stuck, and we are not hanging or grasping on that mentally, making a note as the perfection. It is just one door that we need to realize. So as you're sitting here and now at this time, probably closed eyes, and simply aware of a sitting body as you're sitting, breathing in and breathing out. The sensations are taking place, whether the incoming breath or outgoing breath or the rising, falling, and whichever you have decided to make it as a primary object, then aware and working with that and making a mental note of it, each and everything that takes place. Incoming breath, and this is incoming breath, and outgoing breath, this is outgoing breath. Abdomen rises, this is rising, and abdomen falls, this is falling. So mentally making a note about the phenomena of the things that is taking place. A phenomena of a rising and falling. Phenomena of an incoming breath and outgoing breath. So when you're making a mental note of the phenomena, despite it has got the blurred concept of a rising, falling, or incoming and outgoing breath, you realize that is a true phenomena of naturally taking place. So incoming, outgoing, rising, falling. Observation is possible because of some movement taking place, and the movement is taking place because there is some connection, some conditions. Even the consciousness itself, who is watching, the thinker or the observer of that process, are conditioned. As you began to make a mental note, you realize that even the consciousness, it's a flow. There is a flux of a consciousness taking place. An awareness of each moment by moment helps us to understand the true phenomena. There is no one consciousness. There is no one breath. There is no one rising, falling. the flux of a consciousness, flux of awareness, which is conditioned. So the phenomena, the reality is the flow of a consciousness that aware of things that is taking place. But if you feel that your mind is restless, mind is not focused, mind is still finding hard to aware of these phenomena, it's okay. Just settle down yourself physically, awareness of a sitting body, and then settle down on a primary object and work with that primary object just to get contemplative state of the mind. And just relax.